It's another beautiful day on Gungun. I have imported the cherry blossom trees onto Gungun from Japan. Me and Japan, we get along greatly. So good, so great. We are best of friends, best pals. We walk through the turmoil and good times hand in hand. And they sent me some of their cherry blossom trees. They're so pretty, but not as pretty as me. My mother told me, Donnie, you are the cutest little baby boy. Baby Donald, you're so beautiful, so pretty. Which is why I've renovated the Penis Lake waterfall. The Penis Waterfall. We're back on Gungun. It's almost Easter, the Easter Bunny. I have beef with the Easter Bunny. If you do not know, back in about 97, maybe 98, I don't know. The dementia is getting to my brain. It's bad. Kid! He's got a magnifying glass and he's inspecting the flowers that are his color. Maybe I should be next to him and inspecting the flowers that match my color. I'm orange, as some people might say. I've learned to take the compliment. Some people use it as an insult, but quite frankly, I see it as power. Nobody else has skin as orange as mine, and as beautiful as these flowers. Well, how many humans can say their skin is as perfect as these flowers right here? But as I was saying, the Easter Bunny, or as I like to call him, a communist thief, communist crook. He likes to poop out eggs on the people's land. First off, gross. He thinks he's fermenting the grass. He's really just staining it with his disgusting eggs. They're so gross, so nasty. The Easter Bunny, he said to me, Donald, if I lay 10 eggs in your garden, you will get 50,000 Nook bells. I had to run to Tom Nook. I said, Mr. Nook, is this true? Is it true that if the Easter Bunny comes to my island, Gungun, and lays his eggs onto the grass, is it... Leopold, now is not the time to speak to me. This person right here is illegal. Who are you? Why is Leopold raising me up? I am not Michael Tank. Tank. I'm afraid to say rhinoceroses are not native to Gungun. They're like from Asia and Africa. You are illegal. I'm just an amateur traveler, I can tell. You're amateur. You're gross. You're vile. You come into the country, you're trying to take our jobs and trying to take our women and everything else under the sun. You call yourself an amateur traveler. It's true. I at least respect the transparency because you can't even be bothered to get your legal papers, your legal citizenship. Tank, you are being sent back to Asia. ICE will have you carted in a body bag in about 5 Nook minutes. What the fuck is going on here? Who are these people? What in the fuck even is this? This is what happens when you don't install good American values into the education system. This person, you got people thinking they're cats. They're using litter boxes in the schools. They're eating meow mix, hitting me with the meow meows. And we got this fucking thing right here that looks like a tapir. And he has a tail. Is this as close to a furry as we're getting without actually being a furry? Because I'm getting a little turned on right now, I can't lie. Who are you? I'm a local. I'm the motherfucking president, bitch. Alright. Snooty. You look snooty. And you're fat. You fat pig. Get off my island. How about them apples? Bye. Sniff. Are you trying to smell me, you fucking freak? You're being sent to prison, not to another country. You're being sent to the most highly protected asylum, mental asylum in the U.S. because, my God, you are the freakiest looking villager I think I've ever come across. And this bitch looks like she wants to rob the place. She's got a bag, probably got food in there, probably with food stamps. She's not a hard worker. She's illegal. She benefits off of, she abuses the system. She abuses government freedoms like food stamps. You should be paying me money, and you should be getting no food because you're illegal and you deserve to starve. I'm trying to get this story about the motherfucking Easter Bunny, but I can't because I'm getting distracted, so I'm gonna sit on... Oh my gosh, there's a book on the floor. A lost item. I keep getting side quests. This is concerning. I need to speak to someone. Rowan, why are you not off my island yet? I thought you were deported. Did you lose this book? Now, granted, I know you're from India. You guys don't really read books. You just, roll around in the mud in your own shit. By chance, is this your book? Stop calling me Mango! Just because my skin's orange does not mean you can call me Mango. You are so illegal. I can't wait for you to get detained by ICE. I'm waiting so bad. You will be caught in 4K footage. I can't wait for your bum ass to be deported back to India so you can go swim with the little dwellers, the people that create these insane creations. I will say, they're crazy out there. I've seen videos of the Indians. They get this spinny thing, and it spins so fast, and all their Indian buddies are in on this for some reason, even though they could most likely die if it goes wrong. They put a tire on a spinny thing and then launch the fucking tire at Mach 10 speeds. It hits a piece of sheet metal, and it flies up into the air. What if that hit the person holding the sheet metal? They would be fucking eviscerated. They have no care for life over there, and I can tell because you, Rowan, have no care for my respect. You're being sent to India. Keep calling me Mango, but I need to return this item. Wait, this was actually yours? Here's a little something. It's just a small thank you. He gave me a shirt, his career jacket, good as new. I bet it's fucking filthy. Rowan, you need to get the fuck off my property, cause what in the actual fuck is this? First you call me Mango, then you are giving me pink sweaters and jackets. I can't wait for you to be deported, and so I can never see your fucking face again. Anywho, I really need to sit down and talk about my beef with the Easter Bunny. As I was saying, back in 1997, maybe 98, the Easter Bunny offered me a deal, and you know me, nobody, and I mean nobody, quite frankly, has as good as deals as I do. The Easter Bunny said, if I lay 50 eggs into your garden, you will get 50,000 Nook Bells, because I'm doing you a favor here. And I said 50,000 Nook Bells. That could build me a new Trump Tower. So big, so golden, so beautiful, so amazing. I went to Tom Nook. I said, is this guy legit? Now, granted, I don't respect Tom Nook. I think he's a piece of garbage. He's trash. He's fake. Fake news. Never been faker. Tom Nook said, which translates to, he's never been more legit. So I said, okay, Mr. Bunny, you can lay your eggs in my garden if I get the 50,000 Nook Bills. Couple days pass. It's the day of Easter. The Lord has resurrected. Jesus. I love Jesus. Nobody has quite the same relationship with Jesus as I do, because I know him so well. I've talked to him a few times. He says I'm the best Christian, and I'm gonna have a very well reserved spot in heaven. On the day of our Lord, the Easter Bunny takes multiple massive shits. Instead of 50 eggs laid out from his butt, it was 250 eggs that were smushed. They weren't perfectly pooped out eggs. These eggs were vile and rancid, and they smelled of death. They smelled like Joe Biden. He pooped so many eggs, my grass died. And I didn't get any Nook Bells. I went to Tom Nook. I said, Mr. Nook, you said this guy, the Easter Bunny, was legit. You know, he shares his day with Jesus Christ. Maybe he would be legit, but he's not. He just shit all over my garden. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Tom Nook says, and I say, you know what, Tom Nook? You are fake and fraudulent. Fake news, never been faker. I go to the Easter Bunny. I said, you, Easter Bunny, are being sent back to... I wrote down a bunch of places in a hat. I then showed him the top hat. I went to pick out the paper, and this motherfucker casted witchcraft onto me. Instead of picking out a piece of paper with the country named on it where he'd be deported to, I pulled out a bunny from the hat. And I said, what the fuck is this? The Easter Bunny then turned around, bent over, and took a fat shit in my face. My natural instinct, being so angry, I pushed up his little bun tail, whipped out my Donnie meat, and started fucking him. I fucked him so raw and so hard, he bled and died. But then he came back to life the next Easter and shit in my garden again. This motherfucking bunny has shit so many times on Goon Goon. He shit so many times that trees are sprouting with shit eggs on them. Can you believe this? It makes me sick to my stomach. I hate the Easter Bunny. He's being sent to Palestine because BB, he's doing business over there. Some people are saying BB's dead. I just had contact with BB not too long ago, like a couple days ago, and it was a very good time. He stuck his goy meat in my... Let me not go there. The point is, the Easter Bunny's been sent to Palestine, and he's doing hard labor for Bibi Netanyahu, the GOAT. But anyway, I think I have to resolve this. I went on this rant about the Easter Bunny, but it reminded me, Tom Nook lied to me. He said the bunny was legit. He's never been faker. He is more fake than CNN, which also means Tom Nook is just as fake as the bunny. So I'm gonna lay into Tom Nook. Mr. Nook! You can type all you want. There's no escaping the Donster. You're being deported and detained by ICE very soon. You're gonna be sent to Palestine with the Easter Bunny, and I will have you executed via firing squad. The Israeli military is going to shoot you so many times you'll be unrecognizable. Peter's gonna call me and say, you can't do that to animals, but I say, I can do it to animals because I'm the president. And this man has wronged me. So wrong. So wrong. Never been wronger. Tom Nook, this is the last I'll see of you, hopefully. Goodbye, you fraud. That is all for now. All these illegals are still roaming Goon Goon, but next video you will not see any illegals. There's gonna be cleansed. There's gonna be so much cleaner. You know, there's shells, there's trash all over the beach. It's crazy. You know why? Because these illegal immigrants keep leaving their shit on the floor with no respect. So the next time you see me in Goon Goon, there will be no one on this island, and the problem will be fixed. That's all I have for now. I'm gonna go and sniff the cherry blossom trees and eat lots of pizza.